Well, as elections draw near, we continue to bring you one-on-one interviews with local candidates who are looking to represent you. Glen Christopher is here with me now. He is running for the Twiggs County Commission Chairman seat. So, Mr. Christopher, good morning.
Good morning.
Let's start with getting to know you a little bit first. Who are you? What's your background?
Well, I came from a very conservative family. Dad was a deacon in the church. Mom was a youth director, and we always went to church. And I cut my teeth on the church bench, so to say.
Okay.
And raised by biblical values and conservative teaching principles, always involved in the community, always helping and serving people. And so from that point, I graduated from a Christian college in Tennessee, went in the military, spent 21 years, retired there in the Air Force, and worked for the state of Tennessee for a year, and came back and just decided that Georgia is my home, where I want to live. And okay, where's the best place to go, and a nice place to raise your family, and so I settled in Twiggs County.
Okay.
Fell in love with the people, fell in love with the area, and
the rest is history.
That's right.
So with all that, why get into politics then, and especially as a commission chairman?
Well, yeah, I received that little tax notice in the mail, like most people in Twiggs County, and then my taxes actually doubled in 1 year. And I thought, oh my goodness, a double tax in 1 year. Something's got to be done about that. So I went down and did my formal appeal, and it just was the whole the way I was received. Wasn't really given the time to make that formal appeal. It was a decision was already made. It appeared to me before I even got there, and so I said, you know, how many other families are hurting from raised taxes, overassessment of their value, property value? It's probably not just my family, and it is other families.
Yeah.
I've visited over 1,200 homes in the last 3 months, and that's what people are telling me.
Okay.
Taxes are too high. We need to do something about this.
Okay, so then if you are elected, what's your first order of business then? I mean, are you going to try to lower taxes, or what's your plan here?
Well, before we can even lower taxes, and I've been very honest, straightforward, that's the way I was raised, the way Mom taught me. You know, you treat people the way you want to be treated. And so as I'm talking to people, I'm telling them, you know, I don't make promises. I just get things done.
Okay.
And so the first order of business that I want to do is to balance a budget, because if you balance a budget, you get on the plus side of your revenues, then you can look at lowering taxes. And right now, we've got a revenue deficit. We've had excessive spending. So we need to balance a budget, look at every line item, justify it, make sure that it is something that needs to be in the budget, and approve it one by one.
Okay. Now, so would you say that is the biggest problem or the biggest trouble that you see in Twiggs County, or is there anything else that maybe is plaguing the county that you really need to tackle, or you really want to tackle, I should say?
Well, I think along with the balanced budget, I think what we need is a transparent government.
Okay. A
local government that people can trust. Leaders that are in office that when they say things, people can believe them and trust them. And people that understand, you know, people don't care how much you know till they know how much you care. Just some compassionate leadership that cares about families, that understands their struggles, that wants to know that when a campaign leader, a chairman, is there on the job doing the business, that it's getting done correctly and for their best interests.
Okay. All right, Mr. Christopher, we want to thank you for coming in. We do appreciate it. Now, your opponent in the race, Ken Fowler, he declined to join us due to a previous engagement. However, early voting continues through tomorrow, and Election Day, don't forget, is coming up quickly. It is Tuesday, November 6th.